The poet says, decay and loss is inevitable. The arrogance and power of Ozzy is lost in time. So is the craft of the brilliant sculptor who captured Ozzy's expression so closely. This shows how both good and bad are ultimately transient and ephemeral. Shelley uses the words heart and hand to represent Ozzy and the sculptor. This is a figure of speech called synecdoche. The placard is very important for you to remember for your exams. It was once a proclamation of the might of a ruler. The phrase King of Kings suggests that he was very powerful and ambitious. He also looked down upon those weaker than him. Two concepts are important here. One, the irony of Ozymandias' power being defeated by a greater power, that of time. Number two is Ozzy's vain pride, which is also something we can call hubris. Ultimately, the poem is Shelley's commentary on the fleeting nature of humanity. Now we come to the most important part, preparing for your exams. Here are a couple of questions to give you a sense of what might be asked in the final paper. Question 1. Why does Ozymandias refer to himself as the King of Kings? What qualities are revealed through this trait of his? Shelley's poem is based upon the real pharaoh, Ramesses II of Egypt, who was also known as Ozymandias. Ozymandias was the ruler of a great kingdom. He was very powerful and thought himself to be the greatest king who ever lived, greater than kings of other kingdoms. It reveals that Ozymandias was arrogant and vain about his power. He thought of himself as someone with unlimited might and glory, and hence someone who shall be remembered by history. Question 2. Why is the placard of the broken statue ironic? The placard was once a symbol of Ozymandias' great power and of his belief in his stature. It indicated that his tales of grandeur and power would survive the test of time. However, time destroys even the mightiest of human creations, and Ozymandias was no exception. With time, his kingdom was destroyed, and all that remained of his power and might was a broken statue buried in the sands of a desert. His bravado and tyranny stood lost in the sands of time. Thus, the placard was ironic. This brings us to the end of our lesson. You can go through the exercise questions for more practice for your exams. We are sure they will help. Good luck.